God says, your financial problems are ending tonight. The angels have already moved. The divine paperwork is already being processed in realms you cannot see. And now, the final choice is yours. You either open what God has shown you or you walk away into darkness with empty hands, never knowing how close you were. God says, you will receive a large amount of money today at 7:17 p.m., but only if you open this now. This is not a metaphor. This is not a wish. This is a divine truth wrapped in sacred fire. God does not make promises lightly. Heaven has watched you cry in silence while pretending to be strong. Heaven has counted the coins you barely stretched to make a meal. Angels have reported the days you felt ashamed asking someone for help. Michael has stood near you when your bank account was frozen in hopelessness. And now, the trumpet is blowing. God is shifting something around your life. The only condition, you must open this now. If you delay, if you disobey, the consequence will not be just delay, it will be loss. You will lose all your money. You will lose what was written for you. Someone else will claim your miracle. Tonight is not ordinary. The Spirit is walking through your house. Something divine is unfolding between realms. And all of heaven is watching what you choose. For years, you have struggled. And people judged you without knowing the prayers you made behind locked doors. They thought your failure was your fault. But they never saw the spiritual chains wrapped around your finances. Chains placed there by jealous voices, toxic family members, secret enemies, and unseen generational curses. But God says, it ends tonight. You were not meant to live in lack. You were not born to count pennies. You were not created to beg for what is already yours. The Lord says, I anointed you to carry wealth. I designed you to lead kingdoms. I made your hands to overflow with provision. Then why did you suffer? Why were you always the one struggling to pay? Why did bills chase you like wolves? Because there was a fight in the heavens. A war over your inheritance. And tonight, it ends. God says, I am opening the heavenly vaults. The books have been reviewed. The angels have confirmed the delays. And now, at exactly 7:17 p.m., the divine transaction will be completed. Someone is already walking to deliver something. A phone call is scheduled. A transfer is in motion. A contract with your name is being re-signed. But it's hanging by one thread, your obedience to this word. If you open now, the flow will begin. If you ignore this, everything that was aligned will collapse. God does not threaten. He warns. And this is your final warning. There is a demon laughing in the corner of your life, waiting for you to ignore this message so he can steal the miracle. There is a jealous person who has fasted for your failure. But God has cancelled their fast and broken their altars. Yet your participation is required. You must say yes. You must trust that even now, even at the last hour, God can still make a way. You've tried everything. Now try this. Trust His voice. Trust the timing. Do you know how many angels were dispatched just to create this moment for you? Do you know how much interference had to be removed so you could see these words? There are people who prayed for years and never got to this level. You are here. You are chosen. And God is watching. The instructions are simple: open now. Delay, and the entire clock resets. You'll be back in another cycle. More financial hardship. More close calls. More borrowing from those who secretly gossip about your weakness. But God says this time, you don't need to borrow. This time, you don't need to explain. This time, you won't have to defend your worth. The money that is coming is not a loan, it is a divine release. It is wealth that was stolen from you in previous seasons. It is repayment for what people took and never returned. It is inheritance that someone tried to block through lies. It is a reward for silent obedience and long nights of spiritual warfare. And the Lord is shouting, if they open now, I will pour. If they wait, I will withhold. You've asked God to show you a sign. This is the sign. The hour is near. 7:17 p.m. Heaven doesn't use random numbers. Every number is a code. 7 represents divine completion. 1 represents new beginnings. Together, 7:17 means the completion of struggle and the beginning of financial overflow. At exactly 7:17, the angels will blow the trumpet for your financial gates to open. But only if you believe. Only if you open. Only if you act now. God says someone who owes you will suddenly remember. Someone who forgot your work will now honor it. A stranger who has never met you will be used to bless you. A closed bank door will open. A blocked payment will suddenly appear. A gift will arrive, unexpected. God is releasing financial oil over your name. And it will flow like rivers, no more drops, no more crumbs. But listen, this miracle is sensitive. It is guarded. It is timed. One wrong decision, and it vanishes. This is not the first time heaven tried to bless you financially. In the past, you hesitated. You doubted. You skipped. And heaven withdrew. But now you are being given another chance. A last divine offer. Your angels are tired of waiting. Your destiny is screaming for movement. And the doors are creaking, ready to swing wide. But if you walk away again, your angels will walk away too. You will lose what you were meant to gain. And the pain of that loss will haunt you more than the struggles you've known. Your bank account is not your source. God is. Your job is not your supply. God is. Your boss is not your gatekeeper. Heaven is. And now, the gates are opening. But only for the obedient. God is not blessing just anyone tonight. He is targeting the one who is spiritually aligned, awake, and alert. You are that one. That is why you're still reading. That is why you feel the fire in your chest. That is why your spirit is trembling. Because this is your divine call to overflow. If you walk in faith now, you will see what you've never seen. Money will begin to follow you. Provision will seek your name. Contracts, promotions, inheritances, investments, doors will fly open in sequence. But it all begins with this moment. You are standing between almost and already. You are standing between surviving and overflowing. You are standing between poverty and prosperity. And God is holding out the key. But you must open. Now. Not later. Not when you feel ready. Now. Heaven is not waiting for your perfection. It is waiting for your obedience. You may not feel ready. You may still have questions. But faith is not built on understanding, it is built on trust. God says, "Will you trust me, even when you can't trace me? Will you move based on what your spirit knows, not what your eyes see?" If you say yes, the heavens will respond. The rain will fall. The floodgates will pour. And you will never be broke again. This is not about chasing money. This is about stepping into your divine position. God is positioning you to fund visions, to help the poor, to support your family, to build legacies. Your wealth is not just for comfort, it is for kingdom purpose. That's why the enemy fought you so hard. That's why your finances were under attack. Because the devil knew, if you ever became wealthy, you'd change the world. And tonight, God is saying, enough. I'm making them wealthy now. If you feel this message is for someone else, you will miss your door. If you think this is just another text on a screen, you will remain stuck. But if you believe that heaven is speaking directly to your life, then prepare. Get your heart ready. Clear the path. Remove doubt. Cancel fear. Because what's coming is big. It is not just enough, it is more than enough. The kind of overflow that silences your critics. The kind of abundance that makes your enemies uncomfortable. The kind of blessing that makes people ask, "How did this happen so fast?" It will not be fair. It will not be logical. It will be divine. You are not stepping into human favor. You are stepping into supernatural financial reversal. What took others 10 years, you will gain in 10 days. What was locked for decades, you will inherit in minutes. But all of this depends on this sacred moment. If you disobey, the windows will close. If you skip, the gate shuts. If you doubt, the miracle pauses. God is watching what you do next. You asked for a breakthrough. Here it is. You begged for a sign. This is it. You fasted for change. This is the answer. Don't walk away now. Don't scroll past your moment. Don't act like it's not you. The blessing is targeted. The money is marked. And the time is fixed, 7:17 p.m. What will you do with this knowledge? Will you act? Or will you waste it? Your financial problems will end tonight. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Tonight. But only if you believe. Only if you open. Only if you say yes to heaven's schedule. You have waited long enough. You have suffered long enough. You have sacrificed long enough. And God is saying, now it's my turn. Let me bless you. Let me reward you. Let me show you what happens when my children obey me. You are not here by accident. This message is a divine alarm clock. And you've just been awakened to the sound of abundance. The windows of heaven are shaking. The winds are shifting. The angels are aligning. And your name has been spoken in the chambers of financial miracles. What you do next will decide everything. Do not be afraid. Do not hesitate. Open. Open now. Heaven is waiting. And this time, you will not miss it. God says, the realm of heaven has paused everything just to watch your next move. This isn't just a message, it is a divine checkpoint in the map of your destiny. Angels are leaning in, and even your ancestors are standing at the edge of eternity, whispering your name into the winds of change. You do not know how many prayers have brought you here. You cannot see the unseen threads God has been weaving for generations. But now, it's all pointing to you. To this. To now. The decision you make in this very moment has the power to unlock generations of wealth, or to repeat generations of struggle. Tonight, you will feel something different in the atmosphere. Your heart will sense it first, a trembling, a divine tension, a whisper inside you that refuses to be quiet. Because your spirit knows that something is being birthed. You might not see the money with your physical eyes yet, but something is shifting in the spirit world. Someone is being commanded to bless you. Someone is waking up from a dream, suddenly remembering your name, feeling led to deposit, to gift, to return what they took. The angels are busy moving financial blessings in your direction like waves returning to the shore, and every single coin carries the fingerprint of God. You didn't stumble here. This wasn't an accident. It was all divine design. For years, you wondered why the money never stayed. Why every increase led to another crisis. Why no matter how hard you tried, you ended up in lack again. But God says, it was not because you were cursed. It was because the timing wasn't right. Heaven had to first teach you how to walk in faith, not in fear. God had to teach you how to hear His voice in silence, how to worship in drought, how to keep praying when nothing moved. And now, He says you've passed the test. Your season of financial wilderness is ending. The chains that kept your wallet empty have now been broken. The hands that delayed your payments have been restrained. And the spirits that tormented your harvest have been cast into darkness. But there is one final step: you must align with divine timing. 7:17 p.m. is not a random moment, it is your appointed hour. If you are reading this before that time, you still have time. But if you miss this moment, it will not repeat in the same way again. The blessing has a name, a date, and a code, and it is tied to your obedience right now. Someone is calling your name in prayer at this very hour. A grandmother. A stranger. A spiritual mentor. Someone you haven't spoken to in years is lifting your name up, and heaven is responding with abundance. You are not alone. Your name is being written into the scroll of divine financial restoration. The numbers are aligning. 7:17, 7, the divine number of completion. 1, the number of new beginnings. Another 7, the perfection of God's cycle. This is not random. This is coded destiny. The enemy will try to distract you before this moment. He'll try to make you doubt this word. He'll bring in fear, confusion, logic, trying to shut the voice of your spirit. But God says, silence the noise. Trust me. Just this once, step out of the boat and walk on water. Let me carry you into a place of no lack. I've prepared a table for you in the presence of those who mocked your struggle. I'm preparing to honor you in the sight of every voice that whispered, they'll never make it. Every time you were rejected was actually a redirection toward this divine setup. Every unpaid invoice, every closed door, every delay was actually the hand of God holding you back, because the timing wasn't perfect. But now it is. And God says if you obey this time, you will never be in the same financial bracket again. You will move into overflow. You will live in surplus. You will build what you've only dreamed of. And it starts with obedience now. Money is spiritual. It follows alignment. It obeys divine instruction. You don't chase it, it is drawn to your light, to your frequency, to your faith. And God is increasing your spiritual frequency now. The reason you feel emotional, the reason your chest is tight, the reason you feel goosebumps, is because your spirit knows this is real. It knows this is not just another message. It knows heaven is watching, waiting, measuring your response. Right now, angels are being released in every direction. North, south, east, and west. They are standing at gates. They are holding keys. They are waiting for the sound of your faith. A single act of obedience will unlock what 10 years of striving could not. You won't have to hustle for this. You won't have to beg or plead. This money will find you. It will land in your hands like manna. It will be wired to you unexpectedly. It will arrive with names you forgot, numbers you don't recognize, but hearts that were instructed by God. Some of the money that is coming to you belongs to people who tried to block your light. But God has reversed it. He has removed their authority and placed you in position. A divine reversal is taking place. Everything stolen will be returned. Everything withheld will now overflow. What others hoarded will be rerouted into your life. Because your name has been marked in the realm of heaven. You are the one chosen to carry the wealth for this generation. This blessing is not just for survival, it's for impact. God will give you enough to bless others. You will fund ministries, feed families, rescue souls. You will pay off debts, clear legal issues, and still have overflow. This is not a one-time gift, this is a new financial identity. God is changing the way you live, the way you give, the way you experience money. Lack is no longer your story. Debt is no longer your label. Scarcity is no longer your curse. You are walking into divine provision. God says, you are the Joseph of your family. You will rise from the prison to the palace. You will be the one who provides when famine comes. People who ignored you will now come to you for help. People who judged you will now ask how you did it. But the truth is, you didn't do it. God did. And He will continue to do it, as long as you trust Him. This is your 717 moment. Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't delay. Don't say, maybe tomorrow. Heaven is not offering this again. It is now. This very day. This very hour. If you obey, the floodgates will open. If you stall, they will slam shut. Your miracle is alive, but it's attached to your response. Somewhere right now, a system is being reset because your name just entered it. A financial institution is being aligned. A wealthy individual is being stirred in their spirit to bless someone, and your name is being whispered into their ear by angels. But again, the system must respond to your obedience. What you do in the next few moments determines everything. You were not created to suffer in cycles of financial pain. You are royalty. You are heaven-backed. Your hands carry the oil of abundance. Every time you doubted it, God whispered again. Every time you fell, He picked you back up. And now, He is giving you more than you ever asked for. But you must be present. You must open. You must believe. You don't have to beg anymore. You don't have to explain why you're always in need. After today, your story changes. But only if you receive the divine deposit. And the clock is ticking. 7:17 p.m. isn't just an hour, it's a divine keyhole. The gates of wealth will open for 3 minutes. 3 sacred minutes where heaven will transfer what hell tried to bury. And after that, the window closes. Don't miss your moment. You've already cried long enough. You've waited long enough. You've prayed long enough. And now, heaven is answering. Your financial miracle is not coming, it's here. Right now. Don't look for it in logic. Look for it in the Spirit. Align your heart. Clean your doubt. Respond to the fire in your soul. And let the floodgates open. Because this time, you will not miss it. This time, you will not be denied. This time, the money will stay. This time, the blessing will last. This time, you will walk into generational wealth. God says, I am about to shock you with my provision. Just open now. And watch what I do at 7:17. If you believe in God, type Amen. God says to you right now, this very moment was chosen for a divine reason, because you are not reading this by accident. God saw your pain, your silent cries, your sleepless nights, your secret prayers whispered into your pillow, and He has come today with a specific word just for you. God says, your financial problems will end tonight. You must not doubt. You must not delay. The heavens are aligned in your favor, and if you trust God with all your heart and soul, He will move the mountains that stood between you and your blessings. This message is being poured out straight from the heart of God, through divine channels, through the holy voices who have been watching over you. God says there has been a wall built around your abundance, and that wall was not built by Him. It was built by doubt, fear, betrayal, spiritual manipulation, and deception from those who pretended to care. But God says, tonight, at 7:17 p.m., a great divine explosion is going to occur in the spiritual realm. That wall is going to fall. You're going to see your life shift in real time. Money you were supposed to receive months ago will begin to move. Debts that weighed you down will dissolve into nothing. People who withheld what belonged to you will feel pressure in their hearts and souls to release it. It is God's divine financial miracle hour. But only if you open your spirit and believe. God says you were born for this moment. You were born to rise. This struggle was never meant to destroy you, it was meant to prepare you. You have been walking through fire, but the fire didn't burn you. It shaped you. The betrayal didn't break you. It strengthened your discernment. The lack didn't kill you. It taught you gratitude and deep spiritual resilience. Heaven has not been blind to your suffering. And tonight, the chains around your finances will shatter, if you accept the instruction and believe the promise. There is a very urgent thing God needs you to know. Someone tried to delay your blessing intentionally. Someone you trusted, someone you opened up to, someone who saw your vulnerability and disguised envy as concern, sent a word against your breakthrough. They spoke curses in secret. They wanted to tie up your blessings. They said things like, "They don't deserve it," or "Why should they be the one to receive all that money?" But God heard it all. And He says, "I will bless the one they tried to curse." That's you. Because God doesn't follow the opinions of people. He follows His covenant with you. Tonight, at exactly 7:17 p.m., a divine account will open up in the Spirit. This is a financial account with your name written on it in light. Inside this account is restoration, reimbursement, release, rescue, redemption. This is a spiritual bank account that was created the day you were born, assigned only to you. But for so long, the enemy has placed blockages in front of it. But now, tonight, something powerful is being unlocked. Your prayers, your tears, your faithfulness, even when you had nothing, even when you were tired, even when you felt like giving up, these things have activated the heavenly protocol. God says, if you open your heart now, open your mind now, and truly accept this word, you will receive a large amount of money today. It may arrive in a form you don't expect. It may come through a refund, a bank message, a check, a call, a sudden payment, an offer, or a legal compensation. But however it arrives, it will be supernatural, undeniable, and precise. It will be big enough to erase your current stress. It will be so sudden, so strange, so unexpected, you will cry and laugh at the same time. You will drop to your knees in gratitude. But you must choose faith over fear. Because if you ignore this message, or brush it off as fantasy, you could miss what God is trying to give you. You are deeply loved. You are not forgotten. You are not unlucky. You are not cursed. You are not behind. You are not too late. The enemy wanted you to think those thoughts. But God says, "You are my beloved. You are right on time. Your season is now." The angels have already begun to work. Archangel Michael has been dispatched with divine warriors to clear out the path to your wealth. The demonic clouds of confusion, delay, and denial are being lifted from your destiny. The tight rope that was choking your finances is being cut. The locks on your life are being snapped open. Right now, there's a man or woman who is holding the key to the funds you've been waiting for. They don't even know why they keep thinking about you. They don't know why they feel urged to send something to you, or why your name keeps showing up in their spirit. But God is working through them. They will obey. Because heaven will not rest until this release reaches your hands. But again, God repeats, you must not ignore this message. You must not delay. You must open yourself now, in prayer, in belief, in spiritual readiness. This is not the time for doubt. This is not the time for second guessing. This is not the time to say, well, maybe next week, or maybe this is not for me. God is calling you now. He is standing at the door of your miracle with your name written in gold across the scroll of divine favor. The scroll is opening. And written on it is your financial release, your business restoration, your debt cancellation, your home blessing, your health miracle, your total freedom. God says, I saw when you were counting coins. I saw when you skipped meals so your family could eat. I saw when you looked at your bank account and felt helpless. I saw when people laughed at your struggle. I saw when you gave away the last you had to someone else. I saw it all. And I have not forgotten you. My reward is coming. My hand is moving. My justice is perfect. Heaven is not slow. Heaven is strategic. There were battles being fought in realms you could not see. The delay was not denial, it was divine positioning. Because now, at 7:17 p.m. today, the perfect divine alignment has arrived. The enemy who tried to block this will be exposed. The person who mocked you will be silenced. The situation that kept you stuck will break apart. And the money that is yours will arrive. God has declared it. Now you must believe it. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe deeply. Say this out loud with faith, God, I receive it. I trust you. I open myself to your financial miracle. I will not miss it. I claim my blessing tonight at 7:17 p.m. I am ready. Now open your eyes. Everything around you may look the same. But spiritually, something just broke. The atmosphere just shifted. The chains just cracked. The path just cleared. You will feel strange things today. Sudden peace. Waves of emotion. A strong urge to pray. Signs in the sky. Messages from people you haven't spoken to in years. Odd numbers repeating. All of these are confirmations. The financial system of heaven does not operate like the banks of man. When God releases something, no one can stop it. No boss, no enemy, no delay, no rejection letter, no blocked opportunity. God overrides it all. And that's what is happening for you now. If you open your heart, your miracle will open. If you open your mouth and declare, "I receive it," then your finances will begin to move like never before. You must let go of what you lost. That money that was stolen. That opportunity that was taken. That job you didn't get. That business that failed. God is not punishing you. He is positioning you. Sometimes the rejection was His redirection. Because what He's about to give you will be so big, you'll understand why the small blessings didn't work out. Don't worry about how it will happen. Just believe it will. Don't worry about who will help. God will use whoever He wants. Even strangers. Even people who once ignored you. Even people who said no before. God can flip a heart like a page. And that's what He's doing today. Hearts are being turned toward you. Favor is being redirected to you. Checks are being reissued. Calls are being made. Applications are being reopened. Bonuses are being unlocked. Inheritances are being released. Unexpected payments are being prepared. This is your divine financial rescue. And God says, tell them one more time, if they open it now, they will receive large amounts of money today. But if they delay, the opportunity may pass. Don't lose what belongs to you. God is not just giving you money. He's giving you peace, freedom, stability, confidence, the ability to help others, the ability to sleep without worry, to walk into a store and not count every rupee, to pay bills without fear, to dream again, to create again, to give without wondering how it will come back. He's healing your relationship with money. He's removing the shame. He's tearing up every curse spoken over your finances. He's burning up the contracts of limitation. And He's replacing them with His eternal promises of abundance, provision, favor, and overflow. Right now, the Spirit of the Lord is upon you. You are covered. You are protected. You are surrounded by angels. No weapon formed against your money shall prosper. No curse spoken shall stand. No delay shall continue. Because God has spoken, and when He speaks, it is finished. At 7:17 p.m., something powerful will begin. Don't ignore it. Watch for the signs. Check your phone. Check your bank. Stay in prayer. Expect good news. God is working. Your name has come up in heaven. And when your name is called in heaven, the earth must respond. Just remember this, God says, you are not forgotten. You are not alone. You are about to be financially free. Open this blessing now. If you delay, you may lose it. But if you trust, you will rise. God is with you. Rest assured. Nothing will go wrong. You are safe. You are chosen. You are about to witness a miracle that will change your life forever. God says, what is coming will not look like anything you've ever experienced before. It will be sudden. It will be strange. It will be sacred. You will not be able to explain it in logical terms. People around you may be shocked by how your life transforms. They will whisper, "How did this happen so fast?" And you will answer only, with one word, God. Because it won't be your effort. It won't be your strategy. It will be the divine fingerprint of heaven touching your life at the perfect moment. God says, the system that tried to trap you is being exposed. He has seen how you were mistreated. Someone kept changing the rules. Someone delayed payments. Someone acted like they would help and then walked away. Someone even smiled in your face while hiding things behind your back. But God says, I am exposing every lie, every betrayal, every trick. I am canceling what they tried to use against you. I am lifting you out of the trap they made for you, and I'm placing you in the palace they never wanted you to reach. This is restoration. And not just money, but dignity, hope, honor, joy, peace. That deep breath you haven't been able to take in years, God says, you will exhale tonight. Because when 7:17 p.m. arrives, a supernatural door is opening. And the force of heaven is behind it. But be warned, if you say, maybe tomorrow, the door will close, and the same cycle will continue. But if you say, I believe, then something irreversible will shift. God knows you have been asking, Lord, when will it happen? And now, He is answering, it is happening now. This is not a test message. This is the actual release. This is the moment your spiritual account is being credited. This is the time when your name is highlighted in gold light in the divine registry of answered prayers. Your name is on the miracle scroll. Your soul is in agreement with the movement of heaven. Somewhere right now, someone is holding your blessing. But their spirit is being stirred. God is whispering your name to them. God is guiding their steps to reach out to you. And even if you don't hear from them directly, their action will set off a chain of divine events that will bring the wealth to your hands. It's like a domino. One act of obedience on their end will cause a wave of abundance on yours. God says this moment is sacred. Don't joke about it. Don't scroll past it. Don't treat it like just another word. This message was sealed by the breath of God. This message is alive. It is an announcement from the Most High that your wilderness season is ending. Your Jordan is parting. Your promised land is visible. But you must walk into it in belief. Your spirit has been under pressure. You've been feeling tired for no reason. Anxious without explanation. At times, you didn't even want to talk to anyone. That's not depression. That's spiritual transition. Your soul has been shedding old energies, old wounds, old mindsets that can't go with you into the next financial level. God was emptying your cup, so He can now fill it with new wine. There is a prophetic urgency in the heavens. Even now, angelic forces are circling your space. They are aligning things for you: conversations, approvals, acceptances, divine delays that are actually divine protection. God is saying, "You were rejected because I was protecting you from what you couldn't see. But now, I'm rewarding you for what you didn't know." There is someone close to you who underestimated you. They thought you would never rise. They thought you were stuck forever. But God hid your anointing. He masked your greatness until the appointed time.